Welcome. In this guide, we will explore one of the most fundamental commands in Git clone. You will learn how to create a local copy of a project that already exists on a remote server. This is the first step for contributing to an existing project or simply exploring its code on your own machine. Before we clone, let's clarify what a repository is. Think of it as your project's main folder. This folder contains all the files, such as code and assets. But a Git repository is special because it also contains the full history of every change ever made to the project. This history is what makes version control so powerful. There are two main types of repositories you'll work with. The local repository exists on your computer. It's your personal workspace where you can edit files and save your progress. The remote repository is stored on a server, accessible over the internet, on a service like GitHub. This remote version acts as the central hub for team collaboration. So, how do you get that remote repository onto your computer? That's where the git clone command comes in. Its purpose is to create a new directory on your machine that contains a full copy or clone of the remote repository. This includes every file, every branch, and the complete project history. To clone a project, you need its address, which is a URL. You can find this URL on the project's main page on sites like GitHub or GitLab. Usually, there's a prominent green button labeled Code. Clicking this button reveals the URL. For now, we'll focus on the HTTPS URL, which is the easiest to use. Let's see it in practice. You open your terminal, navigate to the directory where you want to store the project, and type git clone followed by the URL you just copied. Git then communicates with the server, downloads all the data, and creates a new folder. Once it's finished, you'll see a new directory with the repository's name in your current location. When you clone, you're getting more than just the files. You receive a complete, self-contained copy of the project. This includes every file from the default branch, the entire commit history, all other branches that exist in the repository, and a pre-configured connection back to the remote repository, which Git calls origin. By default, the new folder created by git clone has the same name as the remote repository. However, you can easily specify a different name. To do this, simply add the desired folder name to the end of the clone command. This gives you more control over how you organize your projects locally. To recap, git clone is your starting point for working with existing Git projects. It downloads a complete copy of a remote repository, including its entire history and all branches. All you need is the repository's URL. With this single command, your local copy is automatically set up to track the remote, making it simple to keep your project in sync.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.